हेलो एंड गाइस, तो कैसे हो आप सभी। स्वागत है आप सभी का एक और नई लाइव स्ट्रीम में, जिसमें आज अपन खेलेंगे हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी। और क्या हाल अमित भाई। हेलो राजेंद्र, व्हाट यू मीन। व्हाट आई मीन कि अपन आज खेलेंगे हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी। आज मचा देंगे धूम धड़ाका ते शोशा टोशा 45 what the गेम की आवाज आ रही है क्या यार? ठीक है, गेम की आवाज आ रही है। लेट्स डू दिस। वजीटा उजुमाकी। लोड गेम कंटिन्यू। आज अपन ये क्यों कर रहे हैं? भाई साहब, मैं तुम्हें बताना चाहता हूँ, एक तो ये ऑल आउट के जो भी लिक्विड वगैरह आते हैं ना, ये इतने वाहियात आते हैं, इनसे कुछ कुछ भी नहीं होता, कुछ भी नहीं होता, कोई मच्छर नहीं भागते भाई, बता रहा हूँ। कुछ भी मच्छर नहीं भागते साले। हरे राम राम। आज के टास्क क्या है देखते हैं गेम में। उस दिन बड़ा मजा आया मेरे को। और मेरे पास हैरी पॉटर फैंस के लिए एक सरप्राइज भी है जो अपन करेंगे। फिग कौन है? प्रोफेसर फिग कहाँ है?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
तो मतलब हैरी पॉटर नहीं, कई गेम्स के फैन के लिए कई गेम्स खेलेंगे नए। ठीक है, ये क्या था?
Lumos. Reparo.
कुछ था ही नहीं क्या रिपेयर होने को? तो फिर ये रिपेयर क्या हुआ?
Accio.
आकियो तो खींचने वाला होता है।
Revelio.
रिवेलियो। हाँ वही मैं देखूं, कुछ तो था यहाँ पे। भाई तो धक्का देके गया ना, तो इतना आवरा कडावरा कर दूंगा और मर मुरा जाएगा। कैसी हरकतें करते हैं यार ये लोग। ओह शर्ट।
Revelio.
ये गेट का भी कोई सोल्यूशन निकालना पड़ेगा। अंदर दो चेस्ट पड़े हैं। ऐसे तो जाने दे ही नहीं सकते गाइस, मैं तो देखो यही बताऊंगा तुम्हें। और जो लोग सोच रहे हैं कि आज बीजीएमआई क्यों नहीं, ऐसा अपन तुमको पता ना, अपन रेगुलर वाला तो बेसिस पे करता ही नहीं है कुछ भी। करेंगे यार, पर रेगुलर कर नहीं सकता क्योंकि अभी कुछ टाइम तो मेरे को मोबाइल की ज़रूरत है यार। प्रोफेसर फिज फिग फिग फिज फुज, व्हाट द फक। अच्छा इधर।
Revelio.
टणक क्यों बोला भाई? कुछ तो था पर कहीं है क्या? अरे रामा, इसकी कहाँ बुलाया है? और रास्ता भी पता है, मैं बताओ मतलब, वो तो ठीक है। फिग कौन था यार? याद भी नहीं आ रहा। एक तो कोई गेम इतना टाइम बाद खेलो ना तो एसेंस ही खत्म होने लग जाता है।
Protego. Revelio.
वेट और करो, बताओ।
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. I'm sorry. I was behind.
If only a new student were to help me with
मैं क्यों हेल्प करूंगा इसकी? कैसे पता कर रही है?
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
ठीक है आंटी.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
अबे अभी हेल्प नहीं कर सकते यार. काइंड सोल का ऐसे स्पेल भी खिलवा रहे हैं यार ये.
Protego! Revelio!
Don't do that. That's not necessary.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous calf, sought to trap me, inside of a jar. But he failed us in his containment jar.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there. Accio.
Can I help you?
बिल्कुल भाई साहब बोलो.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up,
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with your first time I'll pair you with. So, care to step in?
Get me in the ring.
करो भाई अबे.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
हाँ बोल जल्दी. चल.
We'll make you regret signing up.
अच्छा.
Confringo!
Don't shy away.
Leviosa!
Mind the one.
Leviosa! Protego! Leviosa!
Act like a winner.
Defendo! Sendo!
What a duel. Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, and as a fully initiated, very good way to master spell. Again, congratulations. Hope to see you back here again.
भाई 2 राउंड जीतने हैं. अबे कहाँ गया हो यहाँ वाला बच्चा?
Next time you need a partner for crossed wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
अरे तू इधर, तू इधर.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready. Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
नेटी को पार्टनर बना रहे हैं अपन, देख रहे हो गाइस? पावरफुल
Let's get
जादू करने
thrashed.
मार देगी नेटी तुम्हें.
Apologies in advance.
Lumos.
Don't shy away now. You're better than that. Levioso.
Protego.
Expelliarmus.
Come on.
Protego. Arresto momento.
Find the one.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. There goes my way.
Act like a winner.
Descendo.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but you'd better keep practice. I'll let you know. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
बच जा यहाँ से. हो गया. कौन है लूकन? कौन है लूकन? तू है क्या लूकन?
Protego.
लूकन.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all...
Accio.
Good one!
Levioso.
Nicely done!
Levioso. Accio.
That's it! I'd say that's...
Thank.
I say better to...
Assignment's all finished.
भाई साहब मेरे को तो ये हैरी पॉटर जच गया है और हॉगवर्ट्स ना कि हैरी पॉटर आई मीन. श्री राम को देख कर श्री जनक नंदनी बाग में जा खड़ी की खड़ी रह गई. राम देखे सिया माँ सिया राम को. राम देखे सिया माँ सिया राम को. अरे
If only a new student were to help me.
मैं क्यों हेल्प करूँ तेरी? पहले जला देती खून पियो. If only new
I
student.
trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper
आज
wand.
तो आग वाला जादू सीखेगा भाई.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
फायर स्पेल सीख लिया भाई लोगों. कैसे करते हैं हम इसको? अनलॉक तो कर लिया दीदी. रिपेयरो चाहिए नहीं.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Accio. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Might some kind soul
अबे कोई काइंड सोल नहीं. यहाँ पे खुद की हेल्प खुद कर ले. फिर खा गई. काइंड सोल न्यू स्टूडेंट काइंड सोल. सबसे पहला फायर स्पेल मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है मैं इसी पे छोड़ दूंगा. श्री राम को देख के श्री जनक नंदनी बाग में जा खड़ी की खड़ी रह गई. राम देखे सिया माँ सिया राम को.
Ah, there you are.
हाँ.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
ऐसा लग रहा है एक सोची समझी साजिश है भैंस की.
Revelio.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking...
और अंकल की हालचाल तू बताया राजिंदर, तेरे क्या हालचाल?
Off on another adventure, are we?
तू बता यार राजेंद्र, तेरे क्या हाल चाल है? अपन तो अभी हैरी पॉटर हॉगवर्ट्स की दुनिया में है भाई। बढ़िया, आप बताओ, बीजेएम खेलने वाले थे आप तो। बीजीएमआई खेलेंगे यार, बीजीएमआई भी
There
खेलेंगे।
you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
हो गया आपका काम? हाँ लगभग हो ही गया यार।
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
हॉगवर्ट्स और क्या?
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
क्या बात है, see you tonight.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
अब आएगा मजा। अब है लाइब्रेरी में जाने वाला मिशन, जो कि बहुत आड़ा टेढ़ा स्टोरी टाइप गेम। अरे बहुत मस्त गेम है यार राजेंद्र, बहुत मस्त। पहले मेरे को लगा था ऐसे ही है, पर अब खेल रहा हूँ ना, इसमें थोड़े बग हैं, ये जो बीच बीच में अटक जाता है। ठीक है, पर मस्त गेम है, सच बता रहा हूँ भाई।
That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky.
अभी अपन स्टोरी गेम टाइप गेम ज्यादा करेंगे।
Spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
नया जादू। Invisibility spell. कौन सा स्पेल लूं यार?
Protego!
We must remain unseen. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
ठीक है भाई, जैसा तू कहे।
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Levioso! Levioso!
I should use Reparo on this broken armor.
Oh, हाँ.
Reparo. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it! Where might this lead?
भाई साहब गेम जा रहा कहीं और ही। लाश के निवासी नमा।
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Protego! Levioso! Protego! Levioso! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Levioso! Accio! This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! It is a book after all.
मेमोरी वाला है शायद ये. ये लड़की क्या विलन बनेगी, क्या बनेगी?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
ये कौन चला रहा है ब्राउन रंग कुड़िए नी तेरे ब्राउन रंग दे
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay it.
Plenty to keep me up.
You've done exceptionally. Oh, and don't neglect your friends.
Protego!
You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Revelio.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked them... teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
हेलो शौर्य, वेलकम वेलकम। कैसा है, क्या हालचाल? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। कैसा चल रहा है तेरा? अभी कहाँ है तू? कोटा में या घर में?
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
मैं तो कोटा में ही हूँ। नहीं, पहले तो फोन नहीं ले जाता था ना, तो नहीं बताया था। कौन सी क्लास में आ गया तू? झाड़ू पे उड़ सकता है इसमें, पर झाड़ू मिली नहीं है शायद मुझे अभी तक। मिली नहीं है, पता नहीं क्या। मैं 11 में हूँ, 11 में आ गया ना। नाइस। तो इस बार छुट्टियां नहीं है तेरी, घर वर नहीं गया? लिपटी विभूति ने। हाँ बस पूरा साल में दिवाली की 7 दिन की छुट्टी है। क्या बे, चलो बढ़िया है। और क्या बीजीएमआई वगैरह खेलता है क्या तू आजकल? कौन-सी हेलन वाले? तो ज्वाइन ही क्यों किया भाई? वाह। तो नॉर्मल स्कूलिंग कर लेता तेरे को अभी। क्या आईआईटी के लिए कर रहा है क्या तू तैयारी? अगर आईआईटी के लिए कर रहा है तो देख भाई, फ्लाइंग क्लासेस नहीं खा की है अब तक।
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
आईआईटी के लिए कर रहा है फिर तो ठीक है।
But I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak
मेरा
to you.
3 साल
I realize
है कोटा में। 3 साल और है तू?
You displayed such courage fighting that
यार
troll.
3 साल के लिए, मतलब 12th के बाद तक है ना, मतलब 12th करके।
By Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own.
नहीं, तीसरा साल है, तीसरा साल है।
Well,
all the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that the
12th में घर जाएगा तू या?
Today operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
that may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we...
All right, but...
I am going to watch and listen, find out. In the meantime...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
बता के तो जा।
Your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
हाँ फिर तो ठीक है।
must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Found ya!
Levioso!
Really
Accio.
enjoying the view. Nicely put down.
Levioso!
वो मारने वाला स्पेल नहीं कर सकते क्या? आवरा कडावरा नहीं, वो नहीं कर सकते.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Get over, Taylor!
I can hold them off!
Incendio! I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body!
Leviosa!
You're going to regret that.
Leviosa!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seem...
वाह जी वाह, क्या हो गया राजेंद्र?
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts.
ये भी ठीक है. इसकी वाइफ नथिंग.
Has her own shop in Nocturne.
क्या कर रहा है राजेंद्र आजकल तू?
Traveling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts.
वही सब क्या?
Hogwarts, you know. And I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
बीच में हेडशॉट पे हेडशॉट. क्या बात है? वो छोड़ दिया तूने? क्या नाम है?
On a little secret. No one is
Reading वाला.
to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue.
BGM में कब खेलोगे? ट्राई करते हैं कल परसों.
Component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived.
क्वालिटी तो बढ़िया है इस गेम की. हाँ.
Rudely interrupted. You see,
ऐसे कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं? पूछ रहा हूँ. कर रहा है नहीं कर.
Symbol in the center. That started.
The Mallowsweet is
precise. I
ठीक
brought
है
a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my
Protego. This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
डेली 9 से 3 वही तो होता है अभी, क्या बात है।
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious.
तो इसमें मल्टीप्लेयर भी है या सिर्फ स्टोरी मोड? अभी तक तो शायद स्टोरी मोड ही है, बाकी पता नहीं यार।
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
क्या बोली थी, अगर ट्रेडिंग नहीं की तो आगे जाके अमीर कैसे होंगे, ये बात तो है।
Perhaps a spell might help us here.
बाप दादा की कोई जमीन तो है नहीं। बढ़िया यार भाई, कर, और पढ़ाई में तो ठीक ठाक है वैसे भी।
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
क्या बात है, आप ही बताओ और कोई रास्ता है क्या? नहीं मेरे भाई।
The pyres are back where they started.
ये कैसा है?
Revelio.
चौथा पायर कहाँ है? एक,
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
अगर आप 10-20 बिटकॉइन दे दो तो बात ही कुछ और होगी। बिटकॉइन की प्राइस क्या है?
How beautiful!
अब रास्ते तो यार
I can hardly believe it.
क्या हुआ आंटी, बताओ क्यों रो
I
रहे
take
हो?
it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallow Suite, which you can find in Hogsmeade.
हाँ बताओ, वाईटी लाइव स्ट्रीमर में स्कोप है कि नहीं? स्कोप है, पर वो ये मेहनत तो सब में ही लगेगी यार मेरे भाई। मेहनत, समझदारी, पढ़ाई लिखाई की भाई, ठीक है, कैसे वर्क करता है।
What I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
टाइम लगेगा कुछ होने में, वो तो है ही। देखिए टाइम तो लगता है, अच्छी चीजें और सही चीजें होने में टाइम लगता है मेरे भाई। टाइम तो लगता है, एक रात में तो ना होगा। एक रात में वो अलग चीज होती है यार, एक रात में गलत चीजें ही होती हैं, और फिर वो जितनी जल्दी बनती है उससे जल्दी डबल स्पीड से गिर भी जाती है।
How inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
कैसीनो वगैरह में जाके लक आजमाना बात अलग है, वो तो जुआ है यार, वो तो गलत चीज है वैसे ही। कैलाश के कैसीनो। जॉन को मार दे तो उसकी बाइक ले आएंगे। बाइक के लिए मार दे हैं? इधर टुच्ची चीजें ही हैं। मुझे तो कोई शौक भी नहीं है ऐसा बाइक वगैरह का। दिवाकर तो छोड़ चुका शायद यूट्यूब अब। और है क्या उसके पास? किडनी शायद। यूट्यूब तो शायद छोड़ चुका वो। क्या शौक हैं आपके? शौक का तो पता नहीं यार, शांति पसंद आदमी हूँ मैं।
Reparo. Reparo.
लाइफ टाइम के लिए वैरायटी छोड़ दी क्यों? नहीं ये नहीं पता, पर करता है नहीं तो छोड़ ही दी होगी। कितना टाइम हो गया दिवाकर को तो स्ट्रीम करे हुए? 400 साल हो गए।
Handy. She growing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
बात नहीं है आपकी उससे? हाँ काफी टाइम हो गया यार बात तो।
Growing together.
15-20 दिन तो हो ही गए होंगे या तो।
Thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting. Plant the seeds there now, and you can...
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages
तो
do
अपने
get
काम में
tasty
बिजी
without
अब क्या
something
कर सकते हैं राजेंद्र बिजी तो होंगे ही ना
I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have...
Yes, Professor.
They're in
यार क्या चल रहा है 4 आउट हो गए इंडिया के
getting out of this room. Your classmates...
350 रन से पीछे हैं और 4 आउट हो गए 116 पे क्या कर रहे हैं
when
ये
you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Keep at it.
इसी का नाम जिंदगी है वही
Patience as much as water and sunlight.
इसी का नाम जिंदगी है मेरा भाई अब जाने दो यार हो गया भाई चल गया
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm
मैं
Leanne.
हाँ
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbage. Nothing to it, really. Look at that. Well, anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little not saying you can't go it alone.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of...
It's chaos out there. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. You get the idea. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
What are you up
केशव हाँ केशव आजा
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end up...
I tended...
And good.
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Her
चल
biology is
रहे हाँ चल रहे हैं चल रहे हैं चल रहे हैं चल रहे हैं।
garden.
डर लगता है कि ट्रेडिंग में आगे जाके सक्सेस यार लाइफ बहुत अनसर्टेन है राजेंद्र, कुछ कह नहीं सकते क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा। सच बता रहा हूँ, किसी को नहीं पता होता आगे जाके क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा। तो इतना सोच के अगर तू किसी चीज में जाएगा ना तो चीज में हाँ चल रहे हैं चल रहे हैं चल रहे हैं अपन चल रहे हैं। 100% कुछ नहीं होता, वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ 100% कुछ नहीं होता है यार। चलो यार चल राजेंद्र, अभी तो बंद करूंगा मैं।